Hello everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you and your family are doing absolutely great. So, welcome back to Sunita's English Adventure. And if you're new here, my name is Sunita, and here we learn English in a simple, practical, and natural way. The kind of English that you can actually use in your daily life conversations, at work, during interviews, or while talking to your friends and family. Now, a few days ago, I posted a Q&A post asking you to share your English learning questions. And honestly, I was overwhelmed by the response. I received many questions, and first of all, I want to thank each one of you. Even if I couldn't reply to everyone personally, I read almost every question. Believe me. What I realized, many of you are facing similar problems. So I thought, why not answer these questions through videos? That way, if one person has a question, thousands of others who are facing the same problem can benefit from it too. So, this is going to be a little Q&A series on this channel. In every video, I'll pick one question and answer it in detail. And if your question is not covered today, don't worry. I'll try my best to cover it in one of the upcoming videos. Now, let's move on to today's question. So, today's question is this. The moment I read this question, I smiled because I know this is just not one person's question. This is probably the question of thousands, maybe even lakhs of people, and maybe it's your question too. Maybe you're a college student trying to balance classes, assignments, and exams. Maybe you're preparing for SSC, banking, UPSC, or any other competitive exam. Maybe you are working full-time job. By the time you get home, you're completely exhausted. Maybe you're a homemaker who spends the entire day taking care of your children, cooking, cleaning, and managing the house. Or maybe you're someone who genuinely wants to improve your English, but life is simply too busy right now. And every night before sleeping, you think, I really want to learn English, but I just don't have enough time. If that sounds like you, I want you to know one thing: you're not alone. In fact, this is probably the most common message I receive. Ma'am, I want to learn English, but I don't have time. And honestly, I completely understand because life is busy. We all have responsibilities. Some people leave home early in the morning and then return late at night. Some people are juggling office work and family responsibilities. Some people have children to look after. Some are preparing for exams. And by the end of the day, there is hardly any energy left. So, if you have ever felt guilty because you couldn't study English for 1 or 2 hours every day, please stop blaming yourself. The problem is not that you don't want to learn. The problem is that most study plans are designed for people who have plenty of free time, but that's not real life. Most of us don't have 3 hours every day, and that's perfectly okay because you don't need 3 hours, you don't even need 1 hour. If those 15 minutes are focused and consistent, they can take you much further than 2 distracted hours. And that's exactly what we are going to talk about today. I'm not going to give you unrealistic advice. I'm not going to tell you to memorize 100 new words every day. I'm not going to tell you to study grammar for 3 hours. I'm going to share a simple, practical, and realistic 15-minute routine that anyone can follow, whether you're a student, a working professional, or a homemaker. So, if you can honestly spare just 15 minutes a day, stay with me till the end because by the end of the video, you will know exactly what to do every single day without feeling overwhelmed, without buying expensive courses, and without sacrificing the rest of your responsibilities. So, let's get started. Let me ask you a simple question. If someone goes to the gym for 6 hours only on Sunday and then does nothing for the next 6 days, will they become fit? Probably not. But someone who exercises for just 20 minutes every single day will definitely see the results. English works exactly the same way. Short practice every day. That's the secret. Now, before I tell you the 15-minute plan, let's understand something important. Many people waste even those 15 minutes. They open YouTube, watch random English videos, one grammar video, then one vocabulary video, one pronunciation video, then another motivational video. 15 minutes are over. But they have not spoken even one single sentence. Learning English is not like watching cooking videos. You don't become good cook by just watching recipes. You become a good cook by entering the kitchen. Similarly, you don't become fluent by just consuming content. You become fluent by using English. That's why your practice should be active, not just passive. Now, here is exactly the 5-minute routine that I recommend. Let's divide it into three parts: 5 minutes, 5 minutes, and 5 minutes. Very simple. The first 5 minutes are for input. This means listening or reading. Listen to a short English conversation or read one small paragraph. Don't choose difficult content. Choosing something you can understand 70 to 80%, that's what you have to do. Because if everything goes over your head, your brain stops learning. The goal is not to impress yourself, the goal is to understand the content. Then the second 5 minutes are most important. Speak, 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 and not just in your mind, out loud. Repeat what you have heard. Shadow the speaker. Pause after every sentence, copy the pronunciation, copy the rhythm. And if the sentence is, I had a really busy day today, say it exactly like that. Then change it according to your own life. I had a really busy morning, or I had a really busy week, I had a really busy month. Don't just repeat it, personalize it. Your brain remembers things that relate to your own life. And now, the last 5 minutes, that is reflection. Now, close the video, keep your phone aside, and ask yourself some simple questions. How was my day? What did I eat? What am I doing tomorrow? What made me happy today? Answer in English. Even if your English is broken, even if you make thousands of mistakes, but don't stop. Remember this thing that fluency grows from speaking, not from waiting until your English becomes perfect. Now, many people ask me, but ma'am, I don't know enough vocabulary. Vocabulary is not your biggest problem. Using the words you already know, that is the real challenge. Many learners already know several words, but while speaking, they only use few. So instead of learning 20 new words every day, learn two words and actually use them in 10 different sentences. That's the real learning. Another mistake people make is this: they wait for perfect time. I'll start from Monday, or I'll start after my exams, I'll start next month. But life never becomes less busy. There will always be some work, there will always be some responsibilities, there will always be some distractions. If you can't find 15 minutes today, you probably won't find 1 hour tomorrow. Start with what you have. Now, let me give you a simple weekly challenge. For the next 7 days, spend only 15 minutes, 5 minutes listening, 5 minutes speaking, 5 minutes talking about your own life. That's it. No pressure, no complicated timetable, just 15 honest minutes. And after 1 month, record yourself again. Compare your first recording with the latest one, and I promise you'll notice a drastic difference. Maybe not perfect English, but better confidence, better pronunciation, better sentence formation, and that's what real progress looks like. If this video helped you, don't forget to like it, share it with someone who is always saying that they are too busy to learn English, and subscribe to the channel because every week I share practical English tips that actually fit into your real life. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep practicing, keep speaking, and remember, consistency beats intensity every single time.